Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rabbi.
We're learning Mishnah Erevin, Perek Zayin, Chapter 7, Mishnah Dal, Mishnah 4. Okay, now yesterday we spoke about the case where you have the ditch going through the courtyards, and we said if it's 10 deep, 4 wide, it will separate between the two courtyards, and they can only make separate Erev Chatzeris, not combined. But now the Mishnah tells us the following: Nasan alav neser shurochav arba tfachim. If you put a board down over the ditch, which is wide 4 tfachim, that's this picture. Okay, you have the depth of 10, you've got the width of 4, okay, but you now have this board going across that you could cross over from one to the other. And the Mishnah says the board has to be 4 tfachim wide. V'chein, or so too, shtei gezuz terai zu keneged zu, 2 balconies facing each other that have a board of 4 tfachim going across them. That's this picture here. And this is not the case of the ditch anymore. It's a completely different picture. It's 2 houses, right, that have a Rishus Harabim, a public domain, going in between them. And there's a balcony, right?
Yep.
And the balcony, now you put a board that was 4 tefachim wide from one balcony to the other. So you could, kind of walk over from one to the other over the board.
I would do it.
Just don't look down.
Or
But just you cross over.
Maybe you would.
Whatever. So, someone would. Someone could. Okay?
I do stuff like that.
Someone could. So we say like this. In both these cases, Ma'arvin Shnayim, they can make their own independent Erev Chatzeris. V'mratzim Marvin Echad. But if they want to, they can do it together. Because with this board that allows them to cross up from one to the other, that's like if you have a wall with an entranceway, where we said you've got a separation, which allows you to do 2 separate Erev Chatzeris, but because there's the entrance, you can combine as one also. So the same thing here. Although there is clearly a separation between the 2 courtyards, or in this case, the 2 houses next to the Rishus Harabim, the 2 houses that have the Rishus Harabim going between them, which is the same kind of a situation as two courtyards. There we say that if you got, so although there is the separation there, but with the board that's 4 tefachim wide, and now people can go back and forth easily between the 2, they could combine together if they wanted to. Pachas mikan, but if let's say the board is less than 4, ma'arvin shnayim ma'arvin echad. In that case, they can make 2 separate Erevs, but not 1. If the board is too narrow, people are not going to be comfortable crossing or going across it. Even Richard, you wouldn't be comfortable crossing it if it was less than 4 tefachim wide, and therefore it's not considered that. So that's not so because people wouldn't be comfortable going across that board. It's not considered. There's nothing combining them together. It's not like an entranceway that allows you to go from one to the other. To therefore say the separation doesn't absolutely separate them, but rather it does. Now that I have the separation and I don't have an easy way of going from one to the other, it's like I don't have an entranceway. I just have the separation. The 2 courtyards are separate, or the 2 houses on each side of Rishus Harabim are separate, and they're going to need their own Erev Chatzeris to be able to carry there. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Okay, so